And I said, I want to start teaching because I wanted to get up in front of people and make sure it didn't lapse back.
If they their first name or
How did it?
Feelings, that is.
What?
That is.
What?
The views he's used to. Built in 1957, this 2000-style kitchen, an exposed major renovation to be up to par with, is the third home Drake has bought in the Hidden Hills neighborhood. So it's rumored that it will be added to it. This epic mansion includes a 24-seat theater, a sand volleyball court, long slide. While the Grammy winner's new fixer-upper might not be able to cover the yard, we're sure he won't be I am more than a student. I'm a work in progress.
It belongs to me. That's I own the house. I see in the video on anything. Most person in the United States, and I'm the only richest per Lamborghini mansion stuff. Everything and all in this video on and bless you. Ahora
the last couple of years with no event, valued at $29 million, comes fully loaded with 3 climate-controlled multi-art gym, an NBA regulation-sized basketball court, a tennis court, a putting green. If that doesn't sell you, then maybe Michael Jordan himself can. After struggling to get bids on his specifically to promote his mega offered to outfit its buyer with, he ended up taking his listing on. It is located in Chicago. James left the Miami Heat and decided to take his talents back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was overlooking the Biscayne rooms, 6 bathrooms, 60-foot yachts, $15 million, and $1 million more than he originally. After signing a 5-year, 110,700 square foot villa for $16.5 million. The home in question is located at the top of the knoll in the Pacific Ocean. Outside my bar, plus a full outdoor waterproof kitchen with an attached brick pizza oven. On the bathrooms, a professional full-size gym. It all off, a sports bar and billiards room. Bosch had previously offered it as a rental. Bino had actually rented out to made Chris Bosch, who was home. He looked at more than $1 but Wade had managed to scale $1 million less than the asking price. Surprisingly, Wade had never even seen the place before purchasing it. The 28-year-old NBA guard now owns a $10.65 million gated Mediterranean. It's backed right onto the beach, giving him a gorgeous, unobstructed view of the ocean. But the place comes fully loaded with 8 large bedrooms, 9 full-size baths with an adjacent guest house, and a basketball court. 18, LeBron James was the first overall pick in the 2003 NBA draft. Castle off the court. Cola and McDonald's. 5-Hour Energy wants to take you to the tropics. Come your way to the tropics.
Iowa, are you ready to bring this country together?
2020.
I'm not scared.
No, you got a president pushing the country right up to the brink of war.
Weeks like this give our show
Home that he had built from the ground up on a nice 30 rooms, 8 full bathrooms, activity bar, aquarium. Later, the home must have been feeling a bit zoned by the legendary NBA. 80 feet of water surrounding the property, full with 8 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a complete gym, a massive pool, a home football court. Pop star Avril Lavigne put her Bel Air mansion on the market for $9.5 million. It's outdoor kitchen with an regardless of if you're in or outside. On March 13th, 2008, German basketball player mansion in Straight Lane, Dallas, Texas, aka Billionaires Row. Rumor has it that Novitz account because his real estate agent just happened to be good friends with the owner's son, Michael Gruber, aka.
Check out these results.
So my video, all the properties. I own everything. Nobody you see in this video own any. I'm only.
We actually this for many things. Putting his face and name behind any company, taking an inside look at 10 ridiculously expensive things that Shaquille O'Neal owns. Just how much Shaq spent on his daughter's Sweet 16 party. All right, let's dribble through denying that Shaquille O'Neal is a legend. He was drafted into the NBA in 1990 Los Angeles Lakers, which he joined a record-breaking career, earning over 28,596 points in 2000 and helped his team. Was impressive. It appears that Shaq made support. In an interview with HBO, Shaq divulged that he has made more money off $30 million in $2 million during his career. $400 million is no stranger to this burgers and fries, meaning he owns a patience. He also owns 40 24-hour fitness gyms and has taken extra care to his standards and specifications. He's also taking over the internet. Well, this was definitely per share. As of 2019, it's at $1,165.93. His other food-related muscle milk and vitamin water. His investments basically sound like a late-night run to the supermarket. And invests money into 150 car washes, condo development, and real estate, and all this down because it's a lot. Have you ever heard the saying, more money than you know what to do? Endorsement deal with a trading card. $1 million. After hearing from his agent that the deal had closed, he felt pretty good about Texas state tax and the federal taxes. Mercedes lover went right to the dealership to buy himself a brand new $150 what he bought. His father replied, quote, "That's nice. Where's mine at?" A $1,000 Mercedes for his dad. If you're keeping up with the math, Shaq had already spent more than half of what he, having seen the fancy cars, decided she also wanted one in a smaller make. Rings and jewelry. Decided to get a business and to put him on track to being a heavy hitter in the world of finance.
Okay. In the videos, I don't even know why, or a mansion, or car. Don't even think about it. None of them, they don't own anything. Ethiopian, you see,
boxing history and his successes to net worth. He's not shy about flying his from jewelry to sports cars and yachts. We're exploring how Floyd Mayweather spends his money. Born in grandmother knew from a young age that he wanted to be a boxer. Born to a family of boxers, Floyd started learning the art of this when he turned 7. It was this lifetime of commitment that led him to a record of 84-6, including Michigan Golden Gloves, national championships, and a bronze medal at the Olympic Games in 19. Military skills due to the family background, but the complicated nature of his family life caused problems. And his home life as a child was difficult, to say the least. His mother had a drug habit, and his father sold cocaine. I lived in New Jersey with my mother, and we were 7 deep in a 1-bedroom, and sometimes we didn't have electricity. When he was just 2 years old, he was a champion. By the time Mayweather reached grammar school, his potential was clear. The whole family got behind. I told her, I think I should get a job. She said, would later say, as a child and a teenager, Mayweather's connection with his father solidified relationships.
Basketball player, I'm a boxer.
106 pounds.
So basketball player, I have houses. They in cities. They're not even Somalians.
Forbes and Sports Illustrated lists of the top 50 2013, and the Forbes list again in both 2014 and 2015. Listing in 2006, he founded his own boxing promotional firm, Mayweather Promotions, and pay-per-view buys, and one point year, surpassing the likes of former top pay-per-view attractions, including Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Manny Pacquiao. Because his career winnings include a number of revenue sources, there is little consensus in between $700 million and $1 billion. So how exactly does Mayweather spin? The athlete has noticed his impeccable watch collection. He showed off 40 of his choicest specimens. The most expensive watch in the video is Jacob & Co.'s $18 million billionaire diamond Turbo, in affiliation with Flavio Briatore and his billionaire lifestyle company in 2015. Yet diamond stones, each weighing up to 3 carats. Experts believe the collection as a whole is worth. Mayweather has made this sum in a single fight before. Perhaps it's not surprising. On top of this, Mayweather.
So those are all my jewelries. The ring. You know these Somali things, you know.
The world, and also virtually now one of only a handful, and also the only in his industry to ever do so. And he's only just getting started. While it might seem like everything he touches turns to gold, it wasn't always the case for this one from a financially stable background. Rather, the complete opposite. Born Sean Houses, a housing project. So Jay knows what it means. Through his way to the top, focused on albums, 22 Grammy Awards, and pre-tax earnings in a decade. Jay first attended Eli Whitney High School in Brooklyn, B.I.G. and Busta Rhymes. Abingdon Central High School in Trenton, New Jersey. He never graduated from high school, but he didn't let this might have strayed into the illegal side of business. Jay knew that he was better than that, and he was an unsigned rapper. He had to use the fame and fortune surrounding the company with its huge total of $650 profit from the service. Jay used it as a chance to give back to other musicians too. He criticized royalties to artists and called the process criminal. So now let's note it that Jay's something of an alcohol comes to things like spirits and champagne. But again, instead of supporting an existing brand, Jay-Z made something of a fortune as a result. Jay has a $310 million 2006, a mysterious gold bottle. This was the beginning of his promo for the Armand champagne, a bottle that began to regularly appear in Jay's existing ventures. Both at the same time. And almost 200,000 cases this time next.
See, I to more. This car on the show. Really a cool car. As you can see, famous Beverly Hills. Okay, see it. Okay.
Regulation tennis courts and an outside dining full-size concert. Not too bad for a guy who used to get made fun of for thinking skateboarding was as cool as Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has asserted that he is not of this planet, calling himself an alien over the past 10 home, which he purchased in 2018, looks like it's from out of this world. Sitting on a tiny island on a ridge, the house is designed by Wayne's favorite architect, Choff Fishman, and was created to collapse into the house so that all be opened up and exposed. An infinity pool. 3-car garage. Between the remote nature of the island it sits on, its built-in moat, and thick wall of privacy, only providing Tunchi with the privacy he craves. After all, it must be exhausting to be in the public eye when you're... Number 5, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is known for many things, but being flashy released his legendary Control verse in 2013. The rapper was bragging about keeping a modest possessions doesn't mean he doesn't have them. Into a house for just under $10 million. The house, located in Manhattan Beach, California, is ultra modern and sports a sunset water view over the Pacific Ocean. Though the house is only 5,000, was construction contractor known for it. There are few images of this house, namely for his
talking about you, so I'm making a lot of these are it about this video is all
moderate success to afford expensive things that money. Most expensive things owned by TI. Subscribe to our channel to watch other interesting videos owned by celebrities. Champions Park House. King of South, 830,000. Mansion offers 5-bed, 446 square feet, 6 children. The currently valued at $8 million. Dodge Challenger is a cool ride. It's Carrier 2.62. It also comes with stock top speed of 200 for RE.
And a million all these things you see in the video, multi-million. So nothing in
American R&B recording art has made tons of money. For with the release of the single, he received 3 Grammy nominations. He is also the owner of, has worked with many reputed art lines. Convict Clothing.
Michael Jackson. Rich and
And
famous.
most English and fearsomely talented, worth of 450 recording artist. Wardrobe, a job of that. She's also got thing that she has touched into gold.
I'm rich, doing the big planet. Miami.
Between his real estate in Florida over the years, like $1 French country manor he recently purchased in Georgia, The Rock has collected quite the list of what his places look like. We'll be showing you them in this video. Dwayne Johnson, better known as The Rock, has been an actor, retired professional wrestler, of course, and more. In 2012, Dwayne founded his... At the time of this recording, he's 47 years old.
And we first got familiar with The Rock through the WWE, where The Rock was his stage name. Wrestlers of all time and won a ton of championships throughout his career. Since he officially retired, successful films including the Fast and Furious movies and films have grossed over $10.5 billion worldwide and $3.5 billion in the US, and ranked in the world's highest paid actors year once, and as his own star on the holiday in his pocket, holding an estimated net worth of around $220 million, according to Forbes. More than one luxurious house, that's for sure. Hey guys, it's Kara, and today we're doing another house tour here. $9.5 million man notified when we post, so you can always be up and follow me on Instagram because I love the end of this. I need you to let me know whose home you'd like to see. Now let's get into this video.
I'm the West. I'm the Rock. How I own million.
I always wanted a big house. Morgans. People ask me where I'm from. Trace with a Bronx heart. My way of New Jersey.
But you live in New Jersey.
I found this home in New Jersey. Right now. I always wanted a big house. When I was a little boy, she was a little girl. We always wanted. I got a bowling lane in my house. Nobody I know got a bowling lane in their
House with the bowling.
The bowling alley.
And the foyer. The foyer is what called
Yeah, the foyer. When you come,
grand.
it's royalty.
Very grand.
Michael Roberts is the one that designed the house. That's where me and my wife go there and make out. And then the seats were first Tracy Morgan. Phantom Rolls Royce, and she had. See you later.
I don't know. These are eating into this. Tracy.
What do you do with my home? It's where me.
Morgan Lane.
Okay. But listen. Welcome to our home with a Morgan.
I'm house. For more.
Home is a mega mix a bit. I don't think Tyga would be a $2 million crib in Calabasas.
Welcome to my crib.
While mansion over his years as a famous rapper. Most recently, though, the spot he calls home is a mega mix, $58K per month to rent. We'll take a look at it in just a bit. I don't think Tyga will be. You can tell just by looking at his real estate history. The man has moved from a multi-million-dollar crib in Calabasas and more. Michael Ray Stevenson, who we much better know as Tyga, which stands for Thank You God, Honor, Father, and more. At the time of this recording, he's 30 years old, and despite his highly publicized flying solo, as far as I know anyways, does he have a chick? You guys' debut was in 2011, back when he was signed with Young Money Entertainment. Tyga had so many hits and left Young Money after some disagreements. His fourth album was released independently and didn't do so well. Come back in 2018 with the song Taste featuring Offset. These days, most of the songs sources say that Tyga's not so famous and such a popular artist wrong with their guests, but on the other hand, it could be true, despite Tyga's taste for the finer things instead of purchased. Maybe that has something to do with it. You guys can be the judge after watching.
Bel Air mansion Tyga's been renting at the end of this. I need you to let me know who to do next in the comments down below to this video. Still, it does look like he goes on this little tour that this house is like 17,000 square feet. So either he's lying a tour to the end of 2015 and Tyga decided to switch things up and move into a spot in the Hollywood Hills, where he would be right in the action. This specific mansion is worth around a month to call this place home, but he did sign an issue. Tyga's Bel Air mansion sits on 2 acres of land, and it was built just spread across 3 floors, rooms, and even a huge lounge with kit collection on display. There are also a ton of room with a wall of built-ins and an open.
Away from his musical, Eminem had a troubled childhood. Fame, money was soon. Bruce Mathers has made a number of high-profile purchases. Today, we're going to look at what's many big houses. However, again, he spent a whopping $4 million, all for the price of $1.9 million paid for it. But due to him selling this abode, we can actually see inside one of Eminem's former residence, square feet of land with 6 bedrooms. It's also said to have 9.5 cabana, but he still has 1 mansion and almost $1.5 million on a house in Clinton Township, Michigan. Little is known about the house and an image from above. However, we do know the whole area is 8,900 square feet. It's definitely a big change from his childhood home in Detroit. Marshall Bruce Mathers III isn't out of the price range of B7. Yeah, you heard that right. As highlighted with Dr. Dre and Skylar Grey, this model from 2011 can be hard to track down. However, it tenders when it is available. There's also the G-Shock GDX 6900, the G-Shock line. You can find the models. Eminem did spend a little more on his Rolex Datejust. This model can go for around $7,000 and in fear of it getting scratched. However, it can be found in photo shoots, along with the most $2582. After the hip-hop label came into being in 1999. 12 acts at some point over the years, including 50 Cent, D12, and Bob. Okay, that's taking into which can cost upwards of $4,000. Then another 100.
Zen and relax the living room and love the way that the colors just make me feel part of the end of my day. This is one of my favorite rooms because I love a great time. Makes it really fun. And a little fun fact, I bought this credenza from Ellen DeGeneres. Very fancy. I love the way that calming in this room. I keep using the word. Anyway, I love this room because it's open to the kitchen, and in this part of the house, so everybody can meet together, so I love that. Over here, and Chrissy Teigen came. She been living in this house for not even 2 years. I wanted a house with a view over. There was a little tiny, so I opened everything up. Nice open living area. My house is split into 4 levels, but this is primarily. Took down that wall. I needed storage space, so I built all of the storage over here. I'm very particular Calcutta. It kind of looked like a hummingbird when I found it, and I put my put 1 whole slab.
5-hour energy gets you through your on-the-go life. Now it comes in 2
delicious tropical flavors that can take you to a whole new on-the-go experience. Try them both. Vote for your favorite. You could be on the
Jennifer
Lopez has built quite the real estate.
So you see all my mansions, you see all my, it's only me, rich and famous me, owned by me in the video. All these are Somalians, Ethiopians. You know, they don't have food to eat. That's why they're talking plenty in the videos. Oh yes.
And super fit.
Everything for me.
We actually did a before and after video of her on this channel, and I found out how hard the woman is so amazing. She's dedicated, that's for sure. Over her years in the spotlight, Jennifer Lopez has built a state portfolio over the span of her successful career. Not only Jennifer Lopez has built quite the real estate portfolio over the span of her successful career. Not only does she own an impressive family home in Bel Air worth $28 million, the look at, she also owns a few more multi-million-dollar mansions. From the beach house her and her man A-Rod bought in Malibu to her favorite and more, it's hard to choose which estate is the nicest. After seeing them all in this video, I'm sure you guys will like best. Jennifer Lopez is a timeless celebrity, and aside from all her talent, she's well known for looking way younger than she really is. And we actually did a before and after video of her on this channel, and I found out how hard the woman really does work to be looking so amazing. Dedicated, that's for sure. Over her years in the spotlight, Jennifer, or J-Lo as we know her, has given us and just kept working hard and entertaining her fans. I love J-Lo, and when some of you requested we do a house tour on her, I was excited. According, J-Lo is 50 years old, which is almost impossible to believe, and she's an actress, singer, to mention she's a mama of two. Her man since 2017 is Alex Rodriguez, and at the moment, J-Lo and A-Rod make a perfect couple in my opinion, and since becoming a couple, they've also invested into some properties together. J-Lo is regarded as the most influential Latin performer in the US according to Wikipedia, as well as being ranked the most powerful world back in 2012. She's received plenty of awards and honors over the years, including a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Sources say Lopez makes around $40 million per year, and her estimated net worth at the moment is around $400 million either per year between movies, music, and everything. With all of those fortunes, she's purchased some gorgeous properties and owns places all over the US. Hey guys, it's Kara, and today we're doing a house tour here on Famous Entertainment. We're going to take a look at J-Lo's amazing homes, including her new family mansion and more. If you like these videos, make sure you're subscribed and ring that bell to be notified we post so you can always be up to date. We've also done house tours on the light of Rihanna, and we'll have links to those at the end of this. Be sure to follow me on Instagram because I love connecting with you. I've also been reading all, and I'm going to be responding to some at the end of this. I need you to let me know who to do next in the comments down below and whose home you'd like to see. Now let's get into this video. Right before we get into J-Lo's luxury living, take a look at her humble beginnings and where she grew up as a kid. As you probably know, she hails from the Bronx in New York City, and her parents are Puerto Rican. When Jennifer was born, she lived with her family in a small apartment in the Castle Hill neighborhood, which is still part of the Bronx. After her parents saved up some money and purchased a 2-story home, which was a big deal for them back then. Jenny from the, she'd like to say, spent most of her childhood in this home with her parents and sisters Linda and Leslie. J-Lo's childhood home in the Bronx was a humble 50 square feet and had 2 beds and 3 bathrooms. She shared a bedroom with her sister, so she had little private space to herself, but the home had everything the family needed, like a cozy kitchen and living room. J-Lo is proud of her roots and her life growing up, but has still come a long way since. J-Lo moved out of her family home in the Bronx when she was 18, and since she made it big in Hollywood, she lived in many fancy mansions. She had her first multi-million-dollar home in Beverly Hills, not surprising, as well as a mansion in Miami and more. J-Lo bought her home in 2002 and kept it until 2005. She sold it to a couple, and more recently, the Famous musician Phil Collins bought this house for a crazy 33 mil. The home is over 12,000 square feet and sits on 1.2 acres of land. There's 200 feet of waterfront overlooking Biscayne Bay. With all the palm trees, there's also plenty of privacy. More recently, her mansion in the celeb-filled neighborhood of Hidden Hills for 10 mil. This home was a massive 12,129 square feet with bedrooms and 12 bathrooms. She purchased this estate that sits on over 3 acres of land back in 2010, up of 2 huge structures, a main house and then an alien which was connected by an interior bridge. Of course, the mansion had fancy formal living and dining areas, and the master suite offered a fireplace, private terrace, ensuite bathroom, and not one but 2 walk-in entertainment wing, had a 1-bed and 1-bath staff apartment with a full kitchen, lounge and poker nook, movie theater, a gym and dance studio, a recording studio, and a glam factory with 4 walk-in closets, massage room, and hair and make stations. Despite how impressive JLo's Hidden Hills mansion was, she decided to upgrade to her Bel Air place. $1 million spots in her home of New York City, but definitely far from the Bronx. One was a dude's penthouse worth 6 mil, and the other apartment was smaller, but still 17 million. However, more recent spots JLo currently spends her time at. So when A-Rod purchased a 3-story beach house in Malibu. Of course, Malibu, California is just west of our celebrity estates and beaches, including the large Zuma Beach. The couple spent $6.6 million for the pad, and it has beachfront and views of the Pacific Ocean. In fact, all you can see through the windows in the living room is the beautiful waterfront. And if the ocean is too far away, there's a jacuzzi on one of the balconies to relax in. JLo's Malibu getaway is 4,400 feet and has 4 beds and 3 baths. The master suite occupies the entire top floor, so her and A-Rod have their privacy. Over $1 million on renovations, so the home doesn't disappoint. Some features of their Malibu property include a home movie theater, oceanfront balcony for the master bedroom, game room, sauna, and even a yoga space. Although the house sits on the beach, JLo has plenty of privacy and entry with vines and potted plants. I'm sure the whole family gets to enjoy beach escapes at this house. In the past, JLo has said her favorite property of all is her place in the Hamptons. She told Ola magazine it was her dream home. So it looked like, let's see. She got this place back in 2013, and it's located in Watermill, New York. Of course, is a section of the Hamptons, the popular and high-profile summer destination for well-to-do New Yorkers. I'm sure when JLo was growing up in the Bronx, she didn't hear one day. JLo's mega mansion in the Hamptons cost her over 17 mil and sits on. Brad Pitt is its long list of successes, and the mega mansion he lives in is no different. He's of course making headlines after this year's Oscar, since he won Best Supporting Actor for his role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is so deserved.
Don't you forget it.
Over the span of his career, Brad's owned a handful of luxury properties across the globe, from France to Hollywood. However, the current place he calls home is his Los Feliz compound that he's been built 2 decades. We'll be taking a better look at Brad's 5-home estate and more in this video. Brad Pitt, where do I even begin? Actor and film producer, and he owns a successful production company, Plan B Entertainment. Aside from the Oscar, he just won awards over the years, including 2 Golden Globes, another Oscar, and an Emmy Award for producing under Plan B. Brad has starred in so many blockbuster films, from Fight Club, my personal fave, to the Ocean's 11 franchise and thrillers like Seven. No surprise. Of course, Brad has accumulated a huge dedicated work. Currently, his estimated net worth sits at $300 million US, which was more than his ex Angelina Jolie. But apparently they signed an ironclad prenup, so nothing to worry about. Speaking of their divorce, Brad got to keep the compound list, which makes sense since that was his project he started back in the 90s, while Angelina moved into a new mansion close by. $4 million, and it's also impressive. So if you have that kind of money laying around, you could check out. Hey Karen, today we're doing another house tour here on Famous Entertainment. We're gonna look at the legendary Brad Pitt and his films, Fearless, and much more. If you like these videos,
that should do it, man. You see, reaching 50, no, millionaire, watching my millionaire columns, millionaire, read millionaire, everything. I said that should do it. Stone. $1 million house, fashion, everything. Right. I'm about to show you some LED lights on Jetson hoverboard. LED light flash. Finally, all done with that rich people. Ding, 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 ding. What's up? That's right. Young people. That's it. Hoverboard.
Repaired.
Yes, it's a problem. You don't have nothing. Why? Their cost, no problem. Their cost. So they're going to tell you, follow yours. I hold it in a while. I don't know why. I like some people. They can just. That was fun. What do this time? Pure CCTs. This is you are the so nice for me. Bread, paranoid. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, the block go from damn near 40 and still. Yeah, they be on the side of the pillow. I'm scared of 40s homes. Reckless. 20 I'm so fly. Fastest in the airport, like I'm the one that all the goody girls back black rose for rats. I'm so fly. I'm so fly. Rod, you talking, Rod, and sis. Yeah. Yeah, we have. You know, Baby, I treat you so I said you can go. Oh, you know that I've been, I swear. Nobody you want. Very strong, no, you can have whatever you want. If you like me, honey, keep it high. Gotta go in your mind. We got that she won't. Yeah, I don't want you like daddy, go get it. We just pop up. Yeah, you can go wherever you like. Ride and get for so nice. Long as you got me, be quiet. Oh.
I want you to know what you're buying when shopping.
Yeah, understand it. You gotta be jealous. Right. Okay.